Back in the day, when the movie was good, we all prayed to the altars of the gods of Hollywood. Oh yeah, but nowadays, Hollywood needs to stop. At least that's the opinion of two bros and a pop. Real. Two bros and a pop. Two bros and a pop.
Viewer discretion is advised.
How long can we maintain, I wonder? How long before one of us starts raving and jabbering at this boy? What will he think then? This same lonely desert was the last known home of the Manson family. Would he make that grim connection when my attorney starts screaming about bats and huge manta rays coming down on the car? If so, well, we'll just have to cut his head off and bury him somewhere. Because it goes without saying that we can't turn him loose. He'd report us at once to some kind of outback Nazi law enforcement agency, and they'll run us down like dogs.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 11. 12 of Two Bros and a Pop.
Do that again?
Take 3.
12. Why don't you just say,
I'm going to say 12.
Oh, yeah, why don't you say another
exciting episode of Fear and Loathing?
Because she's got to keep track.
But I am keeping track. I just told you what episode it is.
Stop yelling at me!
I can't work under these conditions.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Listen, boys, I'm going to go out and have a smoke. When I get back, I want everything straightened out.
I can't work like it's
Bowels is up again.
Bowels is up again. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Speed, camera roll, pocket. Scene 1, donut, take 2.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 12 of Two Bros and a Pop, where we do a deep, twisted, drug-fueled dive into the mind of Hunter S. Thompson in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Here, here.
Amen.
God, I love that movie.
I'm J.C. Curtis with my brother,
Mark Curtis Jr., how the hell are you?
and our Pop, and as always, my lovely wife. First, we're going to give it to Mark for his section of What the Fuck Do I Want to Talk About Today?
Excellent. All right. A story came across my phone the other day. Last spring,
Do tell.
this was last spring, but the article was printed this past week. A woman was in the middle of an MRI.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I was going to take a sip. of my
She was
drink.
getting an MRI done. She was 22 years old. She laid down on the table. The tech started the machine and wheels are in. Things start.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Dunk, dunk.
When all of a sudden the woman shrieked in incredible pain. Like freaked out in incredible pain.
They left something in her.
The tech pulled her out and said, "What's the problem?" And she said, "I feel like I'm going to vomit. I'm going to pass out. I'm in incredible
Claustrophobic.
pain. I don't know what the hell's going on." Well,
Wait, was it an open MRI or was it a...
closed.
Okay.
Well, upon further inspection, it was revealed that this woman had left a butt plug
A butt plug.
in her anal cavity.
Do we all know what butt plugs are, folks? I know I do. Never used one.
I thought this was going to be a case of medical malpractice, not
Right.
freaking
It's an ingenious
idiotic
little thing,
sexual proclivities.
Here we go.
depending on how big you
Here
want
is
it.
an actual
Could be
image taken from the MRI.
Called a
I don't
dildo.
want to fucking see that. You're hoggish. That's
Why?
gross.
Why?
because it's there.
Why?
It looks like a fucking South Park still.
Now,
Is she
It
dripping
sounds like
something
an episode of South
icky?
Park.
no, well, see, here's the problem. Those MRI machines have incredible magnets in them.
Yeah.
She thought the device, let's call it that, was purely silicone. No, at its core, it had a metal core.
Oh!
So when the machine started and the magnets felt that, the device was pushed up to her chest cavity,
Yes, it was.
causing severe damage. She lived. The woman was not available for comment.
I guess not.
No,
No, she was talking to Hustler for the
yes.
exclusive.
Yeah.
And
the hospital
Penthouse.
reached out to make sure she was okay, and they never got back. She never got back to them.
So she's suing them.
No.
No, she can't because she had it in her ass.
No. And this story sent me down a rabbit hole.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
There are stories aplenty of people who don't understand M in MRI. Doesn't that
Imaging.
stand for
Imaging.
Magnet?
Magnetic imaging
Right.
resonance.
Uh-huh. There's a story from a few years back where a man, I don't know how he did it, managed to sneak in his 9mm.
Good for him.
And
are you talking about his dick or his gun?
His gun.
Okay.
No one refers to their fucking dick as a 9mm.
What do you call it?
A monkey.
A monkey.
I'm gonna get this with a loaf of bread and a monkey. The machine kicked on and the gun went off. Shot him in his abdomen.
Okay. Didn't he obviously he didn't have the safety on.
Here's my question.
Idiot.
Was that on a
Would it
1,000 Ways to
matter?
Die?
He lived.
Well, yeah.
It's a
safety.
it's a high powered.
If the safety would have been on, he wouldn't have shot himself.
Now-
Is that why you?
Safety, always.
Safety off.
I'm not stupid, Julian. Yes, you are stupid. That's why I have to tell you this.
Guns?
Fucking idiot.
Guns? No.
I wanted to blow his dick off in the show.
Now, I have questions. Number one, when you get an MRI done, you're in a gown.
Yep.
Where the fuck did he hide the gun?
In his pants.
In his ass.
In his house.
Why did he hide it?
That's how people smoke.
That's a hell of a good.
Enjoy.
That's a hell of a good question.
Where did he hide?
As many MRIs I had, and we all know in this room, in this household, in this family, how many MRIs
I've had several myself.
Your gun is digging into my ass. God.
The last time I went for an MRI for my shoulder, they made me take my dentures out because of the metal.
Yep.
They make you take your glasses off.
The clip. Oh yeah.
So I don't know who.
I can't get an MRI anymore because of my back implant.
So I don't know where this 22-year-old woman is, but I hope she's feeling better.
I'd like to meet her personally. That.
That made me sick.
Can you imagine that? The pain. Now call me a prude if you want.
I'm good.
You're a prude.
I ain't shoving anything in my ass.
I don't understand the pleasure behind. Now I've taken a really good shit.
How do you go to the fucking hospital or the doctor with that thing in your ass and not know it's there?
Well, no, she knew it was there. She just thought it was pure silicone.
I'm so concerned as to why a woman had this in her.
And didn't say anything about it.
That's not the point. Like, why she had it there at all, going to the hospital.
She was
why?
well. She was, I guess, in the middle of some good vibes, and
I feel like the party didn't stop until she went to the fucking hospital.
There's a headline here that says butt plug projectile. Here's another thing that says what not to wear during an MRI. Leave your butt plugs at home, people.
All right.
And that is today's fucked up news story. I think it goes well with
The horse bone.
the horse fucking.
well, no, I think it goes well with the movie we're reviewing.
The horse bone.
They didn't use butt plugs.
No.
We don't know.
So,
The 70s were a strange time, people.
Yeah. Okay, so
Clearly.
Do you think she's acting weird?
You're asking if the weirdo is acting weird.
I mean, weirder than normal.
let's start our deep dive into Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Let's start out with the cast: Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro, Tobey Maguire for 10 seconds.
cameos. The cameos in this movie.
Cameos. You got Lyle Lovett was
Lyle Lovett in it?
Yeah, he was a street guy.
He's the LSD guy. That's Lyle Lovett. Hunter S. Thompson makes an appearance.
Yes, he does.
in the
I didn't
actual
know
film.
that. The many times I've seen this movie,
How did you not know?
I did not know that
They're dressed
was
the
him.
same fucking way.
I never put. Jesus Christ, that is me. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Christina Ricci, Cameron Diaz,
Michael Jeter,
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that.
Gary Busey,
Gary Busey.
Groovy.
Yeah, it's just a litty of
They
celebrities.
call it a roach. Resembles a cockroach. The fuck is it? Now, I've been smoking pot all my, since the 70s. And
I was gonna say, do you would follow up to that? Or?
yeah, I do. It's ridiculous. A cockroach. Where the fuck did we get cockroaches from a roach?
I'm gonna tell you right now, most cops smoke pot. It's just what happens, okay?
I went to a party one time.
I bet
back
you
in,
did.
Back in the late 70s. And
Who are we, 60 Minutes?
I went to a party at a friend's house. He invited me. They always invite me, you know that.
Uh-huh.
And 2 cops were there, state police officers. State police officers were sitting there. I had an ounce in my sock, okay? Because I thought I was going to party. Well, I was a little nervous. I was concerned for myself. Here, I didn't say a fucking word until they brought their fucking pot out, and they had some good shit.
Of course they did.
It was confiscated from the house.
That's what I said to them. I said, you guys get this shit for free from
Please tell me what Caddyshack. I got it from a Negro.
Best, man. I got it from a Negro. You're probably so high already you don't even know it. Really?
The first one. The first one, yeah. Okay, so Johnny Depp, obviously, I mean, the master of his craft.
Del Toro, fantastic actor.
They should have been nominated for Oscars for this movie.
I thought they were.
No, this movie was not well received.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't, because it was nothing about it. Was about drug-fueled, just a drug-fueled weekend stupor. That's what it was.
It's like Gomez Adams.
Yeah.
In that picture. Del Toro.
As an actor, I wouldn't even want to film in the fucking hotel rooms that they were in the film, because it just looked disgusting.
They destroyed their hotel.
But they always paid.
Oh, yeah.
How is that possible? Like, where was the money coming from? Was this guy actually, like...
He was a famous sports writer in the 60s already.
Oh, I didn't know
He
that.
wrote...
quote-unquote sports writer.
He also wrote... Well, he was a freelance writer mainly for the Rolling Stone.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's true.
Brilliant writer. Actually, I hate to say this, Chris is good. Hunter S. Thompson is actually one of my heroes.
Yeah.
The man was brilliant. Crazy!
Even when he was stoned.
His best work was stoned.
Let me ask you a question. Will I get along with him?
More than likely.
He's the father of gonzo journalism.
Yeah.
He created
absolutely.
You know, gonzo journalism. You go into the
world.
Guerrilla journalism.
Jay, this man, his first biggest novel was Hell's Angels.
Yep.
He rode with the Hell's Angels Motorcycle Club for a year and got his ass kicked at the end of that.
Rode a Triumph, I hear.
Wait a minute. Whoa. So, was he infiltrating them?
No, he
befriended them.
He was 100% above board with them. He told them, "I'm a journalist.
I'm writing a book.
and rather than
I have to have a movement."
Don't do that to me. Why do you do that to me?
No, he approached Sonny Barger, the national president of the Hells Angels.
At that time.
Is Sonny Barger alive still?
No, not anymore. He passed away. His autobiography is another great read.
Oh, I've watched a ton of those. I love Gangland and all that good shows.
He spoke to Sonny Barger and he said, "Listen, I'm doing a piece on the motorcycle clubs, and rather than speculate and get it all wrong,
I want to be head first in it."
And I love it how we have the respect to call them clubs instead of gangs, because
they're clubs.
They're clubs. They're not gangs. It's called a clubhouse that they congregate.
Do illegal activities happen in those clubhouses?
Sure.
We don't know. Legally, we don't know, and we don't care. As long as they keep on coming.
But he was very well respected within them. However, their last run, I believe it was the Memorial Day run.
Yep.
He did something stupid, in my opinion. Was he in the right? Probably, but he did something stupid. He watched one of these bikers, one of these Hells Angels.
Members.
One of these members get into it with his old lady. The member's old lady.
No, I get it.
He may have
ipso facto
some physical
altercation.
There you go.
And also a dog got involved, and the dog may have gotten kicked. Hunter S. Thompson walked up to the angel and said, "You know, a man who beats his woman and his dog isn't a man, he's a piece of shit."
Oh,
well,
no.
This guy turned around
and
clocked Hunter S. Thompson, and within the first punch, 5 other angels joined in. Because you don't just fight one.
The brotherhood.
Yeah, of course, you're a brotherhood. Yeah.
Well, Hunter S. Thompson got in his car and drove off and finished his book. But that was the last time he never paid the Hells Angels what he owed them.
Didn't he?
Oh. He owed them 2 kegs of beer.
Oh,
that's all. That's all Sonny Barger wanted.
Okay. That sounds normal.
Wait, was he a marked man?
No.
His
book came out. The Angels had a real problem with the book.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because
was he a marked man because of the book?
No, they left him alone.
Not at all.
Because he
was harmless.
Because at their core, they really liked Hunter.
But was he harmless? He's a journalist.
Yeah, journalists are not harmless.
Amen.
They write with the pen, not the sword.
Well, and that's just it. This was the first of many Gonzo experiences. He wrote
diaries.
Beasts of obesity. Asses that wouldn't feel an arrow. The Great Whites. Probably the most dangerous creatures on Earth.
The Rum Diaries, that's the start of his career in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
He actually covered the entire Nixon campaign trail, Fear and Loathing on the campaign trail, and he just blasts Nixon in this book, like, unbelievably.
Oh, shit.
He also ran for the sheriff of Aspen County in
Fucking
Colorado.
time I hear about Nixon, I go back to my grandfather, back in the 70s. Watergate drove me nuts with that fucking news.
Just like you drove
I'm
us
a kid.
kids. Just like when you drove us kids nuts with the O.J. Simpson fucking trial.
I don't
that
want to talk
summer.
about that.
And the Bill Clinton
fucking summer.
He was innocent.
And the
He
Bill
was
Clinton
found innocent.
impeachment.
Don't matter. I think you fucking did.
Well, that's your opinion, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
And it is.
He did it.
He did it.
We don't know that.
Oh, come on, man.
You're fucking deluded.
No. Well, I may be, but that's not the point.
So, anyway, Hunter S. Thompson, he never thought this movie was going to get made.
No.
And it took 10 years to get it made.
Well, the book didn't see the light of day for a very long time.
Was he dead before or after
05 he died.
05? So the movie was made in 99, right?
98, 97, 98.
98.
98. Okay,
98,
so
yeah.
you're still around. Okay.
Yeah, because the next movie Johnny Depp did was Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah. Good movie.
Excellent movie.
I enjoyed it.
Do you know who paid for the funeral arrangements for Hunter S. Thompson?
Johnny Depp,
Johnny Depp.
Bill Murray, and Jack Nicholson.
They paid $3 million to shoot him out of a fucking cannon.
150-foot cannon.
Reverend!
Yeah. No, it wasn't his body. It was his ashes, Dad.
Yes, but
Yeah.
the cannon was 150 feet.
Chris, did you say why?
Reason.
Because he was Hunter
He
fucking
wanted to go out like
Thompson.
he wanted to go out with a band, dude.
And he died. He killed himself under his term.
Shot himself.
67 years old.
67
His
years
wife
old.
went to the gym.
Aspen, Colorado.
He called her up, asked her what she was doing, told her he loved her, hung up the phone, put a 357 in his mouth.
Call up Jack Nicholson and say, Jack. Jack.
Seriously, Jack Nicholson was his neighbor, and this man, I think,
drove him nuts.
Played hell.
Jack Nicholson is quoted as saying, Hunter, there was not many men in this world that Jack Nicholson both adored and was scared to death of. Hunter was one of them.
Nice.
Now, this movie took almost 10 years to get made. The first screenplay was awful.
I mean, who wrote it?
The first one, the guy who illustrated the book. I don't remember his name. Sorry, guys, I don't have my notes.
What's that?
The illustrator for Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the book. Then they wanted to turn this movie into an animated flick.
Oh, no.
In which Hunter plays himself.
Yeah, I get it.
Now,
I think I can get behind that.
No.
But it wasn't until...
It's going to be an Adult Swim, right? It would have been an Adult Swim.
Kind of.
Naturally.
But then, the only scene that comes to mind animation-wise is the scene from Beavis and Butthead Do America when they eat the cactus.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. I'm starting to feel weird. I think I'm freaking out. Okay. Well, then, of course. It's like everything looks all weird and...
But then, director and writer Terry Gilliam got involved. He was perfect to direct this movie.
Yeah.
By the way, we're big fans of his.
Are we?
One of his biggest hits was The Fisher King. He directed it.
Who are you talking to, Jack?
I'm talking to the little people.
Are they here?
They're saying, Jack, go to the nearest liquor store, findeth the Jack of Daniels, that ye may be shit-faced. Dulang, dulang!
They said that?
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
And he wrote it.
I just got done watching that fucking movie. I love that movie.
Terry Gilliam. He also wrote and directed Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
What? Ridden on a horse? Yes. You're using coconuts. What? You've got 2 empty halves of coconut and you're banging them together.
So? We have ridden since the snows of winter covered this land.
El Nova es the fucking picnico.
I'm a big Monty Python.
He was one of the founding members of the Monty Python.
Or at least talking about somebody who was out of the box enough.
Oh, yeah.
To be able to make something like this, because if people don't know, it was considered unfilmable.
Oh, yeah.
There are several books in history that are considered unfilmable. One of them is this.
And?
Naked Lunch.
Naked Lunch.
Which was also made, which is fucking weird.
Is that
Probably watch it.
Is that a romantic novel? A sexual novel?
You wish it was a romantic novel.
What is it?
What the hell is it?
Well, what is it? Explain yourself.
It can't be explained.
The powder becomes irrelevant to the addict, and the addict then ceases to be addicted.
Side effects?
Nothing that will surprise the addict.
What's it about?
Well,
What the fuck does that mean?
Give me the synopsis. Yes, I said synopsis.
It's like a Fear and Loathing thing. That's how
Off the wall.
completely off the wall.
I like
The
off the
whole
wall.
thing, it's
imagine a hotel with a nice buffet spread.
Watching that movie is like
that place in Nashville.
it's like having a nightmare from a bad trip.
So it's like Requiem for a Dream. Almost.
Oh,
fuck that movie.
That's a fucked up movie.
No.
It's brutal. It's fucked up.
That's a bad
Drug use.
drugs, addiction.
I like it.
No. This will make you want to fucking kill yourself.
One of the other movies
It's a horrible movie.
One of the other movies that was considered unfilmable, but it actually ended up happening. A Clockwork Orange.
I knew you were going to say that.
What the hell is that?
Of course it was horrible. Violence is a very horrible thing. That's what you're learning now. Your body's learning it.
Stanley Kubrick. You never seen A Clockwork Orange?
I don't think I did.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a fucked up.
You never seen An Officer and a Gentleman?
Yes, I have.
A Few Good Men?
I have not.
Yeah.
So fuck off.
No, but you should sit down and watch A Clockwork Orange. That's
Not with me.
You'll never, ever be able to hear Singing in the Rain again, ever again.
There's a fucked up. The whole movie's fucked
Gene
up.
Kelly.
Not in this movie.
All right, but anyway, jumping in, you got.
For all of you that don't know who Gene Kelly is, he's a song and dance man back in the day.
Yeah, like
That's all I have
Al
to say.
Jolson.
Thank you.
What the hell do I care about Al Jolson?
And then you got Benicio del Toro. He was awesome in The Usual Suspects.
The Usual Suspects. The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones.
What's that movie you were telling me about?
It's very good. It's a
The
Rambo
Usual
rip.
Suspects.
Yeah, Benicio del Toro. He, as an actor,
Did you know Del Toro lived in Pennsylvania?
No.
I did not.
His father bought a farm south of Harrisburg.
Oh.
And they lived there. He went to the academy, the boarding school academy.
Well, that explains it because he was born in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
He's also in a really good movie. If you guys haven't watched it, Sicario.
Haven't seen it.
About the cartels.
He was in one of my favorite cult classics, Snatch. He
Yep.
was Frankie Four Fingers.
Yeah, he was.
I loved it.
He was.
Who's this Tyrone?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Isn't this guy with the? Didn't he put a
He's
jacket over his back and he walked like this?
Yeah,
So
a
was-
doily. Yeah.
like.
He's our getaway driver.
The fuck did he get away from?
He played, and I mean, he looks just like him. He played Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
In Paradise Lost.
I was literally going to say that he looked like
Right?
Pablo
Didn't he?
Escobar.
And wants to die. He looks just like Em wants to die. Very underrated actor.
Very.
Toby Maguire. Let's talk about those cameos, people. Toby Maguire pissing off asthmatics everywhere.
Here,
I feel
here.
like this is just.
No, thank you. I have asthma.
Could he sound
fucking
a little kid wise?
My God. You know, I got asthma and I've smoked pot.
He looks like Chloe Savigny in Kids.
You can't count yourself as smoking pot
I feel like
when you
that's-
don't inhale.
I've inhaled and smoked weed.
I feel like that's just his day.
That's all I do is inhale.
That's just his day-to-day look. He wasn't acting. That's just him in real life.
Oh. Hey, this is Toby Maguire before Spider-Man, so
Let's talk about Harry Dean Stanton
as the judge.
as the judge.
Castration. Double castration.
Gene Stanton.
Yeah.
I just got out of the shower. Is that him?
He may be the ultimate that guy.
He is.
I don't think so. I think the guy, J.K. Simmons is who we were talking about. I think he's the ultimate guy, man.
But he's actually headlined a movie.
Yeah, but not
What
many.
movie?
Not many. Whiplash.
He
The main guy was Miles
he
Teller.
Was the second lead.
Second lead in
That's
a
a
fucking
second lead!
Academy Award-winning movie. That's a.
It doesn't count.
Hang on. Yes, it
Yes,
hang on.
it does.
Second lead doesn't count.
Did he win an Oscar for that movie?
Yes, he did.
Did he get?
If I offered you a second lead to a major
not
movie,
what
would
I'm
you take
saying.
it?
100%.
But then he
I'm
can't be
saying
that guy.
would.
Well,
Why not? He's the second
judging
lead.
about
He's
the
not
subject matter.
the lead.
Because he can't.
Well.
That guy. Okay, to be that guy, you have never been nominated for an Oscar.
you're just there.
Well, I didn't know that was
Like
the
Matt
criteria.
Walsh.
That's not true.
Well, these are unwritten rules, and
Johnny
I'm going
Depp.
to write them down eventually.
Johnny Depp never got an
Oh, so you're just
Academy.
making it up as you go.
Yes, like our government.
Johnny Depp never got an Academy Award. Does that make him a
No,
not a
he
leading
starred.
man?
He's a leading man.
But he never got an Academy Award.
Doesn't matter.
But he's a headliner.
Well,
Oh, he was.
Still is. Fuck you, Amber Heard. Shit in my bed.
I was gonna say she shit on his pillow.
Shit in my bed.
on my house.
She shit in his bed.
they might be one of
And
those
blame it on
couples
the
that.
No, that's fucking gross. She blamed it on the dog.
She blamed it on the dog.
You could tell big.
Did you hear what Johnny Depp said? That turd did not come out. He's like,
So he was in the deposition.
Yeah.
And the judge.
He was an abused husband.
No, he was in the deposition, and the judge asked him to explain it. And he's like, I walked into the room and she left a shit on the other side of She left a what?
A shit.
A shit.
A shit.
What? Shit. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I don't give a fuck how hot you are. You do that shit, you are below human standards. That's gross.
Well, you know them couples that
just stop.
That put cellophane over themselves.
Yeah, they call it a hot car.
Okay, let's go. Let's move on.
You mean I came all this way?
And nobody wants to be shit on you.
What's that from?
Julia, so mad at you right now. Are you telling me that I've driven all this way and nobody wants to get pissed on?
Uh-oh. Bosses, yeah. But instead of calling it wet work, they call it shit work.
But anyway, yeah. So
Christine Ricci.
Christine Ricci's not a cameo. She has somewhat of a pivotal role.
I don't know that we even need to talk about her.
Why not?
I don't think we do either, because I'm not a big fan.
Really?
It's not about being a fan. It's about
sexually.
I just don't think that she was like a pivotal character.
She don't do it for me.
What do you mean? She's the fucking main problem of the second act.
She might be the female lead.
No.
She's the main problem.
Lucy called.
She's the main problem to the two guys who cause nothing but problems for themselves the whole time.
They're not causing problems. They're just having a good old fucking time. It's the American dream.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
They're having a good time. Binging. Been there, done that. You're way back when.
I don't find waking up and not knowing where the fuck I am.
It's liberating.
Who's there? As being fun.
There's a big difference. You always have to have one sober.
Always.
Always. Look at Uncle Bernie and me.
Fucking bastard.
Uncle Bernie was always the sober one.
Poor bastard.
Poor bastard.
No,
we love you, Uncle Bernie.
They are their problems the whole time. They are their own problem.
But they take care of each other.
Yes, but they take care of their shit.
This man suffers from a bad heart.
That's my shit.
Is that your shit?
That's my shit.
That's your shit.
They take care of each other as much
that's
as
my shit.
They can.
I told you to stay away from my shit. Now she is my shit.
Is that a trick question? No, Chris, I think you're missing the overall message of this film.
Oh yeah, what's the message?
They were just out to party.
Period.
They took the article as an excuse. They used the article as an excuse.
He didn't even know who won the fucking race.
To just go into a fucking binge and just have a hell of a good time. It was at the end of the 60s, in the beginning of the 70s. It's the culture.
I care.
It's the counterculture movement.
Carissa sat there with a very prudish, momish kind of look on her face. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I do not condone the actions of morons.
They're not morons. You cannot call Hunter S. Thompson a moron. I won't have it.
Two things can be true at once. You can be.
That's not true.
You can be a good writer and also fucking stupid.
No, you can't.
But he wasn't stupid.
He was stupid.
He delved into character.
Everything that
whatever he wrote about, he became that character.
Right.
He was narcissistic.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you.
We're not going to deny that.
I'll give you that one.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm not too sure of that one.
But that doesn't make him an asshole.
Every assignment he went out on ended up being something that he wanted rather than what the magazine
Bullshit!
wanted.
They paid top dollar for his escapades.
They did pay top dollar for it, but even Sports Illustrated rejected the Fear and Loathing thing when he came back.
Oh, hang on. We got to talk about that in a minute.
Sports Illustrated.
Hang on. No. You got to talk about that.
Because they hired him to do the story on the race, and he went out there and went on a bender and came back with that.
This book, it took a while to get published because the publisher said, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
Oh, did he pull a Billy Walsh?
What's that?
No.
Yeah.
What's a Billy Walsh?
No. Billy Walsh was at least a smart guy.
Hey, some context.
Stupid.
If we go live, don't ever do that again. That was just weird.
What's a Bill? Explain yourself.
Entourage.
Okay.
He's from Entourage.
I'm lost.
They pay him to do They pay him to fucking write a script for this movie, this subterranean movie, and he comes out with something completely different. And Ari.
Is that when a guy walks around with a sword?
You guys are on a mountain.
You guys are on a mountain. It's The Rock and it's it's The Rock and it's Josh Hartnett, and they're using each other's asses for hand warmers.
Okay. Hey, when freezing, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh shit!
Just another broke bitch mountain. So
So
anyway, yeah. So that's what it is.
Okay.
You're hired to do a job, and you do a job, but you do the job that is so fucking off the page that it's got to be outlandish.
His publisher basically said, "Hunter, how the hell do we publish this?
Yep.
There's no cohesiveness to the story."
Not
He
supposed to be.
spent weeks and months going through his recordings and his drug-addled scribbles to try to form it into a cohesive until it was actually the book that we were given.
Imagine it's like Dark Side of the Moon backwards.
Yeah.
What a D-O-G.
But that was the thing.
Whoa, that's heavy, Ogre.
He was initially sent out there to
You're
do
right.
the story for the race.
You're 100% right, yeah. But
And Sports Illustrated was like, no thanks.
But then
the Rolling Stones.
Hey!
But then Rolling Stones said, "We'll take it."
Yeah, they picked it up, and then he did some stuff with them.
What do you ride?
What the fuck do you mean?
What the fuck? That's fucking machine gun, man. They're firing at him. Machine gun? That goddamn war zone, man. Get us out of here quick. Quick, man. Quick, we're gonna be killed, for fuck's sake. What the? Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I think he forgot his line.
That's possible.
Open up the door, man. Open up the door.
Put the knife away.
Put the goddamn knife away.
Put the knife away.
Yamahas, DMZs, Kawasaki, Akos, Persang, Swedish fireballs.
Couple of triumphs here and
What I liked about the movie was definitely it was hilarious. It's just about two guys that go out on this drug-filled fucking weekend bender and just get totally trashed, and the antics that they do throughout the movie are hilarious. Some of the shit was a little too weird for me, but
stick with what you liked.
I gotta say the comedy, the way that Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro worked off each other was fucking stellar. Okay, it was just amazing.
Absolutely.
And the way they really dove into their characters, like when I watched that movie, I feel like that I knew pretty much everything about Hunter S. Thompson.
Johnny Depp lived with him for a year.
Exactly.
To learn his
That's what an actor does. That's what a committed actor does.
Yeah.
You know what? After Johnny Depp lived with him in the basement for a year, from then on after it was
He lives in a fucking basement.
Yeah, hang on.
Thompson's basement.
How big is Thompson's basement?
What kind of basement did
It was
did
fully.
me and Mom live in?
Jay, it was fully
at the summer house.
Jay, it was fully furnished. It was
Exactly. It was a suite.
Oh yeah, it was an Aspen. It was
From
an
here
Aspen.
on, after Johnny moved out, it was forever known as Johnny's room.
Yeah.
That's how close they got.
Oh shit!
Did you know Johnny Depp had his head shaved by Thompson?
No.
Yeah. He actually shaved his head for him.
What things did you like about the movie?
The cinematography. The way it was shot was fucking great. Terry Gilliam did a fucking amazing job bringing this movie to life.
Agreed.
And when everyone else said this movie is unfilmable, he said, "Hold my beer."
Yep.
And that was fucking brilliant. The acting is superb. Even the cameos.
Yeah.
Larry Cedar.
They're well
He
put.
does a fantastic
They're well
job as the
placed.
car rental guy.
I know you don't feel that way.
Oh, the guy from Feds.
Yeah, he was also in Deadwood. Larry Cedar.
Yep.
He played Leon.
The opium junkie.
Del Toro he put on 40 pounds of weight to play
Yeah.
Dr. Gonzo.
Yeah.
I thought he was playing Apollo.
Did you know Acosta? The real Dr. Gonzo.
Yes.
Dr. Gonzo.
Acosta.
Him and Depp didn't see eye to eye.
No, him and
Thompson
Yeah.
didn't see eye to eye.
we lost. Acosta disappeared off the Pacific coast of Mexico.
05.
Where'd he go?
Oh, 74. 74, I'm sorry.
They don't know.
Disappeared.
They don't know what happened to him.
Never found.
He's presumed dead. They don't know what happened
The last
to him.
person to talk to him was his son.
Yeah.
Where's that? Where's he?
Well, I don't know where he is.
Somewhere in California, on the edge of the desert.
But,
Oh shit!
where the drugs began to take effect.
That country.
The whole cast is fantastic. fantastic. The writing, it's Hunter S. Thompson's work, but Terry Gilliam. This script went through several different rewrites.
Oh, you
Sure
believe
did.
it.
No,
Terry Gilliam wanted it perfect, and throughout every single painstaking step, Hunter S. Thompson was in on.
Yep.
Okay.
He flat out told
He was all along. He was along for the journey.
He approached Johnny Depp because they had several actors lined up to play Raoul Duke.
And who?
Raoul Duke is the pseudonym.
Yeah, that was
That's the pseudonym for Thompson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever he was out on the
because Gonzo
his alter
was
ego.
the lawyer.
well in the exactly and in the
that was
movie
his alter ego.
in the movie you'll notice the hotel guy walks up and says, "I got a telegram here for a guy named Thompson."
Yeah.
that's for me. No,
That's code talk.
Yeah. But wait, what do you mean? Jesus God!
Look, I'm just trying to get going.
Gary Busey he was only on set for a day and he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, he did.
I think you need a nap.
Can I have a kiss? I get very lonely.
I knew he was going to ask for a kiss.
That was ad lib. I felt raped.
Yeah, that was that.
The fucking pig had done me on all fronts.
Okay, what did you like?
I wasn't done. I wasn't quite done yet.
Is he ever?
This actor's choices for Raoul Duke.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson was thought of.
That's true. Yeah.
They might have thought he was a little too old to play him though.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
They had, of all people, John Cusack. was
I don't
set
see
to
that
play
either.
it.
I don't
If
see
he was
it.
bald,
I don't see it.
Well, Bill Murray was set to was up to play him again, but
He did play.
he did play him in the 1980 movie Where the Buffalo Roam. It was the first try.
It's about the brown buffalo.
Yeah, and it's not a bad flick, but it's nothing. Peter Boyle plays Dr. Gonzo.
It was more like a documentary.
yeah.
Peter Boyle plays Dr. Gonzo.
I read that in the information.
But not this.
Land your plane.
ensemble.
Land your plane.
This movie taught me about drugs more, along with pop.
One of the things you learn after years of dealing with drug people is that you can turn your back on a person, but never turn your back on a drug. Especially when it's waving a razor-sharp hunting knife in your eye.
Okay. All right, Pop. What did you like about the movie?
Drug school.
Everything. It took me back in the 70s.
The 70s and 80s were very good for my father.
Free love.
Ew.
Ew.
You still got
Don't
to
have
pay
to
for
worry
it.
about anything.
AIDS.
You want a BJ?
This
you
is
got a
pre-AIDS.
BJ.
AIDS was in the 80s, Dad.
Huh?
You said 70s and 80s. AIDS was in the 80s.
I didn't say
early.
anything.
He said
free
70s.
love. I said free love.
70s.
He said free love, and I said,
Let's face it.
Wait, I thought Free Love was in the 60s.
60s, 70s.
It rolled over.
Fucking A right, it
Oh,
did.
disco killed it.
Yeah.
it's possible that maybe a man slipped in. They would have been
It was a wonderful time. Simpler time.
Yeah, but now it's a keg. Inflation's a bitch.
I often made love to women outdoors many times.
Many
Possible
times.
a man slipped in. would be with no way of knowing.
Graveyards. Best place to fuck somebody.
You know what that's from, right?
Yeah, it's Office.
Yeah, it's a Creed Bratton. Oh, by the way, Creed Bratton's birthday is today. He's 82 years old.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Creed.
birthday, Creed Bratton.
I've read
Happy
some.
birthday. Whoever the fuck you are.
He's a guy from The Office.
I finished all my
I'm
work.
surprised you don't
He's
know him 'cause he's a
hilarious.
musician.
Who is he?
Is he a musician?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What's that?
He was in the Grassroots back in
Oh!
the 60s.
What the fuck is the grass?
It's a gang. It's a band. Let it go.
He toured with like Janis Joplin and oh yeah.
Wow, does that character make a lot more sense now?
Yeah.
Listen,
Wow.
Wait. Enlighten me. What character is he?
He's the old
Creed
man.
Bratton.
Who is he?
Creed Bratton. That's his fucking
literally
character's
his
And,
name.
and what does he look like?
Hang on.
He's old.
Is he the bald guy?
No,
Sort of.
The
no.
big fat bald guy.
He's 30. Well, in November
balding.
he'll be 30 in November.
that guy.
Oh, I don't even know who the hell he is.
That's Creed Bratton.
What does he play at?
There he is. There.
He's,
Oh, okay.
He's,
All right.
He's an off the wall. Say something crazy and
There he is in the grassroots. With
Nice.
that hair.
Yeah,
Looks like a Beatle
that's
reject.
him. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
But anyway,
Pop,
So,
your thoughts
yeah.
on the movie?
I loved it all. Like I said, it took me back to the 70s. Simpler time, good time, all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
Disco.
Well, I don't even want to talk about that.
were you a Night Fever one?
No.
You weren't a Bee Gees guy.
He had a leisure
No.
suit.
I had a leisure suit.
Did you
That
have?
was
Was
the
it
70s.
blue?
It was.
Light blue.
It was.
Oh no.
Did you have those fucking heels?
Oh yeah, platform.
Oh my God.
I had fucking red,
Did they
white,
have
and
fish
blue.
in 'em?
I had red, white, and blue bell-bottom fucking pants with a button up top front. Anyway,
Do you know what's happening in fashion today?
Look at me, Josie. No, I don't.
hey, bell bottoms are back, people.
They are.
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Lainey Wilson is bringing him back.
But no, the movie was fantastic. I loved all the actors.
You know, it's impressive that they danced the way they did in those fucking shoes. I'll give them that.
Right?
I'll give them that.
I was watching John Travolta.
I could do a mean hustle.
I watched John Travolta fucking do that Christmas commercial for Capital One. Man, he was dancing on the thing.
Yeah.
Wearing platform shoes.
Yeah, he was.
God bless him, man.
That's insane.
That was the 70s.
But anyway.
Okay.
And you put cleats on your heels, so when you can hear yourself walking.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. But no, other than that, the movie was fantastic. I loved it the first time I saw it. You got to get a little lightheaded when you watch the movie.
No, you don't.
We were medicated.
Yeah,
I was not.
You got to get medicated to watch the movie, to enjoy it, to appreciate it.
I almost pissed myself.
And people my age that are listening,
10 minutes of the movie,
will appreciate it.
Chris, what did you like about the movie?
That it ended.
No, look, I actually really enjoy the movie. I think it's a great movie.
Tell your face.
It's shot fantastically well.
Kiss ass.
Tell your face.
Oh, it's true. It's shot really, really well.
It is. It was.
This is what it means to be a good director and cinematographer.
I can't wait to hear the sound bites she picks up for this one. And then some Rotarian shows you down. You think, what's happening here? This is my last drink.
You're not prejudiced, are you?
Hell no.
I didn't think so.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, the cinematography is amazing. Every single shot is well executed and thought out. There isn't a color or frame that isn't composed composed in a way that makes you feel like
LSD.
you're on fucking drugs.
Exactly. LSD induced.
Terry Gilliam actually said, I want this movie to be talked about forever. I want people to say, I either loved it or I hate it. That's what he said. That.
I do. I certainly have a love-hate relationship with it. I can't deny that it's well executed beyond belief.
You don't like the content.
I'm not a fan of something that really doesn't have
a story.
It had a story. The
Hunter just forgot
counterculture. The counterculture.
Well, we're not
they were celebrating the American dream.
We're not talking about what we don't like yet.
Okay, go ahead.
So, that's the main thing that I really like is how it's shot, and that's like what it's known for in film is being brilliantly executed.
Did you enjoy the dialogue?
Dialogue was insane.
It's taken right from the book. It really is.
I think it works for what it is, and it's really it's funny, and at times it's like ooh.
I honestly don't think you could have used anybody but Johnny Depp for.
No, Johnny Depp was perfect. He's great at these kind of roles.
Johnny Depp actually tried to talk Hunter S. Thompson out of choosing him. He didn't think he was right for it. He actually approached Hunter in a New York nightclub and said, "Are you sure you want me to do this movie?" And he said, "Absolutely, why not?" He says, "Because if I do a good job with this, you're going to end up hating me."
On the contrary.
On the contrary.
Oh, okay.
And yeah. He said he could think of nobody else but Johnny Depp to play him.
Okay.
And considering that it is a story that doesn't really
have a story,
Shut up.
It's really well written.
Let's be honest. The plot is flimsy at best.
100%.
The plot is fantastic. They were out having a good time on a weekend.
There are so many plot holes in this movie.
They were on a weekend binge.
So many plot holes.
Get
in this
past
movie.
it.
That's not a plot.
They were on a weekend binge. Hey, when I went on a weekend binge, there was a plot.
You know what this is? This is Seinfeld.
The movie.
On LSD.
On LSD.
There you go. Okay.
You know what? That's actually a brilliant analogy if you think about it.
Seinfeld on
nothing.
LSD.
It's about nothing.
All right.
I think I could sum up this movie with one word.
Nothing. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Nothing.
It means nothing. Why am I watching it?
Because it's on TV.
Not yet. Not yet. The fact that he doesn't move his face at all when he says
Not yet.
that.
Not yet.
All right.
What did you do today?
I got up and I came to work.
That's a show.
How's that a show? How is that a show?
Oh, devil ether. It makes you behave like the village drunkard in some early Irish novel. Total loss of all basic motor skills. Blurred vision, no balance, numb tongue. The mind recoils in horror, unable to communicate with the spinal column. Which is interesting because you can actually watch yourself behaving in this terrible way, but you can't control it. You approach the turnstiles and know that when you get there, you have to give the man $2 or he won't let you inside. but when you get there...
That's Fear and Loathing.
All right, let's bump into what we didn't like about the movie. I didn't like the length of it, personally.
Really?
I didn't think it needed 2 fucking hours. And I didn't like the
more than 2
Lucy
hours.
part. I could have done without the Lucy part, honestly. It was just a dumb...
Nah.
They could have just went into more drug-addled, like, binge.
Well, they do.
I understand that, but she didn't need to be there. It was just a dumb part of the movie.
He was helping her. He had no sexual interest in her.
That's why he was trying to kiss her.
That's why he was
just
feeding her tablets of what the fuck ever he was feeding
They were
her.
cherries from his drink.
Lies.
Well, yeah, but this is after he fed her LSD.
Yeah, you want to tell me he didn't give her no fucking drugs?
Well, sure.
They met on a plane.
He
and then,
told her.
He gave her a place to stay.
He says to Johnny Depp, "I gave her a cat before I knew she had never even had a drink."
See, yeah. So that was the part I didn't really care for, and then everything else was. I mean, it was a funny fucking movie.
The only part of this movie that I really, I enjoy the Christina Ricci part because it plays into how Raoul Duke's character would fuck with Dr. Gonzo, and vice versa.
Vice versa.
Yeah, that part where
you gotta have a straight person at all times.
For example, when Johnny Depp is fucked up in the
circus,
in the hotel room. When he's popped up on the LSD, yeah, they're in the bar when they're when they're in the bar, and I was right in the middle of a fucking reptile zoo.
I was right in the middle of a fucking reptile zoo. And somebody was giving booze to these goddamn things. It won't be long now before they tear us to shreds.
Yeah. Did you notice Benicio del Toro shows up? He's like, I don't want.
Yeah,
he's fucking with him.
He starts showing up, and then he gets back to the room. He's like, they only gave us the passes because they wanted us out the fuck out of there.
What is it?
You scared the shit out of those.
You start talking about fucking reptiles and shit. You scared the hell. That's right. You're lucky they didn't call the cops. No,
I almost pissed myself with the
grapefruit.
The grapefruit, and when he's like, come on, man, come on, get up. Oh my god, I almost pissed myself because I think that was totally ad-libbed.
Yeah.
I think he scared the shit out of Benicio.
He waited till he bent over.
The only part of this movie that I really didn't like is the scene with Ellen Barkin.
Yeah, I didn't like that scene either
because
she was hot.
No, it's not. It's got nothing to do with her.
It's about the connotations that she thinks he's like
a psychopath.
No, a
rapist.
Pimp.
She's under the extreme impression that she's about to be hurt.
Yeah.
And she's such a good actress. It really shines through.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Well, I mean, she's had a dive and truck stop,
I know.
man. I mean,
And
it's just her.
Throughout the whole movie, these two characters, for the most part, are harmless.
Backdoor bitch.
Look at it. Look at
They're harmless.
No, I agree with that.
They're harmless.
If I saw two guys walking into a casino the way they fucking walked, I would have pissed myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think these two.
When they're when he's holding the $2 in front of the old lady.
What's the score here?
No, it's
where he kicks him off the turnstile.
Somebody kicked me in the ass, man. They put us into the turnstile and turned us loose on the inside. That scene with Ellen Barkin, it just seems like in that scene.
What's the score here?
It's the first time.
Next.
It's the first time they really feel like threatening, and not so much Johnny Depp.
No, Johnny Depp is doing his own fucking thing.
Are you talking about
man.
the diner?
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny Depp didn't give a shit.
But
he realized
Dr. Gonzo, the way
he was only fucking with her.
He pulls. Well, yeah, but
that was a bit much.
Let him finish.
Go ahead.
He just the way he approached. Now, granted, we all knew he wasn't going to hurt her.
No,
but her reaction to his behavior,
it was believable.
She spits on him.
It was believable.
Like, I would have left too. I'm like, wow.
No, but he kind of had it coming.
Well, yeah.
Who did?
He was acting like a
Gonzo. Backdoor Betty.
Backdoor Beauty.
Backdoor Beauty. And then you hear Hunter's narration say, you could tell her throat had been cut in a previous time. You're like, it's just, and her reaction, and then once they all leave and she just breaks down, it's right up there with,
I hate that part.
It's right up there with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I don't have a home. She's been dead for 7 years. You take a great movie, a great buddy comedy, and then you're gonna. So yeah, I personally could have done without that scene. I could have done without that scene. Other than that,
I agree. That is the worst scene in the movie.
It's the one part of the movie where I feel like they're like, I feel like I gotta say, all right, guys,
here's a filler.
Don't do that.
Here's a filler. Go do this scene, and we'll put it in the movie. But it didn't need to be there.
For the most part, the whole movie, they're relatively harmless.
Okay, what didn't you like about the movie?
I love the movie. I don't have any negativity about it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Like I said, it took me back in the 70s.
Carissa, how woke is this movie?
Well, Chris, what didn't you like about the movie?
The only thing that I don't like is that there's really no story, and it's just kind of that's probably the only part that I don't like.
I would have liked
you guys are sitting there talking about how you don't like the scene with the woman.
Yeah, I don't like that scene.
I actually oddly don't mind that scene because compared to the majority of the movie that's just dumb, we're fucking around, getting high and drunk and whatever the fuck, it actually showed a moment of like the really, really dark side of this particular world.
I actually get that.
How menacing.
This is the world's smallest tambourine, and it's playing a song or something.
So most of the movie, the reason that I'm not like a huge fan of the content is because I feel like it glorifies using drugs.
Well, it does.
But then it has that small moment of this is how other people other people perceive you. They're terrified of you. They might not have a reason to be.
I don't know,
but
it seemed to me
terrifying.
Not a lot of people other than the waitress at that diner, they weren't really terrified. They were looking to beat the shit out of him.
But
that poor guy.
You have to think that that's probably the only scene in the entire movie where we're getting a perspective that wasn't like we were high or drunk with them. You know, the whole rest of the movie, all the perception of the public was from them.
The poor guy.
It wasn't from an outer
from
perspective.
The perspective of
the drug
Thompson and the drug.
But that's what I'm the particular scene with the woman at the diner is probably the only scene we have that's like an external viewpoint.
That was a believable.
That's actually very
really good.
That's a very good point.
Very good.
It's the only time that we get that break.
That poor guy in the car when Gonzo is fucking with, and he's spitting the shit on the and the guy said, "I'll kill you. You pull it right now. I'll fucking kill you."
I'm not gonna ask you about the woke because it's 1998.
It's not. There's
okay.
Look.
Oh no.
This is before any of this was there, and Hunter S. Thompson was kind of what you would consider like
liberal.
an
icon,
progressive,
liberal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
about some things,
all of his writing. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it came from like an authoritarian perspective.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which you see in Fear and Loathing a little bit, the way he talks about how this is the American dream, and like he's got a very warped perception.
It's his American dream.
Hang on though. When he says this is the American dream, he's actually mocking.
But that's what I'm saying. He has a very warped perception of reality, which is why when he campaigned,
that was in real life.
Which is why he campaigned for what was he, mayor?
Sheriff.
Or something. Sheriff.
He was going for sheriff.
He wanted to,
and he almost won.
Yeah, he lost by just a little bit.
No. Thompson.
He wanted to get rid of or lower like the drug penalties and stuff.
He was liberal about most things, with the exception of firearms.
Isn't that interesting?
Man loved his firearms.
Isn't that interesting?
A lot of fucking guns.
But that's why I said the guy. He's not really. He's one of those people that while he has a little bit of a bias, he's got a mix of a ton of different things, and it kind of doesn't make sense.
Okay.
To a
degree.
Average normal person.
Which is what makes Fear and Loathing
I'm abnormal, so I get it.
So fascinating, sad, and just why.
Okay, if you had a warped view of the world, you would probably appreciate his work more.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I love the guy so much. Nutcase, don't get me wrong. Nutcase.
A wonderful nutcase.
A wonderful nutcase.
A lovable nutcase.
You can appreciate someone's writing abilities and
according
stuff
to Johnny,
while acknowledging their actual
According
problems.
to Johnny Depp, the hunter that was behind closed doors was a very gentle, very
mild, docile
very
man,
mild, very
depressed
man. Very.
Okay. Final thoughts on the movie. I think it's a great movie. We've seen it so many times over the course of growing up.
But you said this was the first time.
This was the first time I actually, I guess, paid attention towards the second half of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Which is funny because you were stoned.
Yeah, I was. This time I was ripped the entire way through.
Hey.
And that adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah, that shit fucked with my head.
To be fair, he warns him.
Yeah, he does.
He tells him a tiny
too much.
That is a myth.
All right, hold on.
I watched it with my wife Alicia.
Yeah.
And when she watches him go like this with the bottle, she goes, "Oh, good God!"
It's a myth. A man approached him and told him, "Hey, I've done this before, and I didn't have anything like that happen to me." And Hunter S. Thompson was actually upset. He was upset at the fact that he didn't want to tell the guy the truth.
Yeah.
Because it was all fictionalized. So anyway, it's a great movie. At least watch it once. Mark?
My final thoughts are: I don't think this movie could be made today.
No.
And if they did, they would fuck it up completely. Don't ever touch this movie. I think it should be put in the vault next to The Godfather and left untouched.
Amen.
Yep.
Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro both should have been at least considered for Oscars for their portrayals of these characters.
It's a biopic.
Yeah. His acting prowess is just off the.
I mean, he was awesome in Crybaby.
I mean, he was good in Edward Scissorhands, and then
he's a very physical actor.
He has the ability. He has the ability to be that character.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Depp contacted Bill Murray because Bill Murray had played Hunter S. Thompson in Where the Buffalo Roam.
Yeah.
And Bill Murray had one piece of advice for him: don't dive too deep. Because about 5 months after the shooting for Where the Buffalo Roam ended, Bill Murray went back to Saturday Night Live. Here's the funny part. He didn't leave Hunter S. Thompson behind.
He came with him. Okay.
To the point where other cast members of Saturday Night Live were like, it took him 5 months
to get out of character.
To get out of character.
Okay.
No shit.
So he told, which is funny because Jack Nicholson gave Heath Ledger the same advice for the Joker.
Yeah.
And this is on the same level, I think, acting wise. This is an excellent movie. Please don't ever try to remake this.
Okay. No. There you go.
I loved it all. The movie was fantastic. It's just a fantastic movie. I give it 2 pops.
And how many times in the past 10 years have you watched this fantastic movie?
Several.
Bullshit.
No, several.
Bullshit. You told me yesterday.
You still have it in the steel case.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you've not watched it once.
It is a collectible.
It is a collectible, which I informed you of before
Yes,
you
you did.
unwrapped
That's
it.
why I fucking rented it because you don't.
That was a Christmas present. They also
Carissa?
It's well made. I love it for those facts. I dislike it for the
Subject matter.
for the lame story, lack thereof.
not lame.
Not lame at all.
Not lame.
You had to be there.
Hey, you can't park your car here.
Why not? Is this not a reasonable place to park?
Reasonable, you're on a sidewalk. It's the sidewalk.
Would it fly today? In some areas.
I do not condone this whatsoever. But the way the fentanyl bullshit's going on, that should be taken off the market.
That's fucking scary.
But in some certain company, it would fly. Let's put it that way. There you go.
Did you hear about the DoorDash driver that actually spiked a guy's drink with fentanyl?
No.
Yeah.
That's dirty pool, man.
That's
That's fucked up.
That's why we don't order food like that, man.
Wow.
You can get killed.
That's not cool.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Did the guy die?
And you know why? I did it.
He was
Because
hospitalized.
you didn't get a tip?
No tip.
Well, there you go, folks. Always tip your men and girls.
But yeah, so
Delivery
in
drivers.
some parts, this movie might fly.
Like I said, certain areas,
places,
certain places,
like Hollywood Boulevard.
certain groups. All right, let's just say certain groups. Certain groups, it would fly big time.
I don't think they have the talent.
No.
This movie
Nowadays,
I agree.
100%.
I fucking agree.
Yes, I agree.
This movie would not fly today.
Kiss my cripple.
They would fuck it up because they'd have to sprinkle it.
Did you hear what I said?
It wouldn't fly today because the movie would be. They'd have to sprinkle it with little. Like drugs are bad, okay? Like they'd have to sprinkle it with a bunch of different, like public service announcements.
Talking about sprinkling as in making a salad?
No, like after every scene where they do the heavy drug use, there would be like a shot of like, this is why this is wrong, kids, or something like that.
I think Fear and Loathing is a great advertisement for don't do drugs.
That depends on the company you keep.
They're the poster children.
I guess some people like their brains fried, but that's cool. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, this is your brain.
This is your brain. This is your brain on meth.
Yep.
This is
and
your
family and your windows and your dogs.
This is your brain. This is your brain watching Fear and Loathing. No, it wouldn't fly today. Hollywood would fuck this up big time.
Yeah.
Although I'm really curious to see how it would have turned out as an animated movie.
I'd watch it.
I saw the Trailer Park Boys animated series.
Well,
I didn't like it.
I could not
Didn't
like
like
it.
it.
I did not like it at all.
Here's the kicker. Chris said it best. The way it was shot, the cinematography, it almost was animated.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
completely.
Tons of animation.
There was not a color that wasn't used.
Psychedelic.
There were so many great
Psychedelic
colors in this movie.
my friend.
And the ultimate song for the 60s, Somebody to Love by Jefferson Airplane.
Oh, the soundtrack
in this movie was beautiful.
Completely. What kind of scurvy bastard would play that song at this particular hour?
It's amazing.
What song was that?
I hear the cotton whistling.
Oh, that's right.
Debbie Reynolds. Who's ready to rock and roll?
Come on. You go to see Debbie Reynolds. You don't expect to see... Debbie Reynolds was a hell of a vocalist.
I had no idea.
Hell of a dynamic vocalist, entertainer, dancer. I'm showing my age again, ain't I?
Wife to her mother to Bert.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, she wasn't.
No, she
Wasn't she?
No.
They weren't related?
Not at all, no.
Anyway.
Oh, no.
If you go to see...
It's all been a lie. My entire life's been a lie.
If you go to a club to see Debbie Reynolds headline,
Yeah.
and you hear Debbie Reynolds in her
glory,
in her glorious voice, not singing but talking, in her all primo, all right, let's get ready to rock and roll. I would leave hysterical too. Seeing Debbie Reynolds or hearing Debbie Reynolds say,
"Rest in peace, Debbie Reynolds."
God bless you, man. You're a great actress.
Okay.
And vocalist.
All right, so it would not fly today. Hollywood would definitely fuck it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
definitely.
Debbie Reynolds was Carrie Fisher's mother.
Yes,
Yes.
she was.
I'm sorry.
They don't even have the talent to animate this
Exactly.
movie.
Exactly.
May I have a little kiss before you go? I'm very lonely here.
All right, so let's go into the scale of lame.
Read it.
Read it. You wild
Bitch.
1 is never watch again. 2, God, this was awful. 3, is it over yet? 4, why was this made? 5, on the fence. 6, if I'm bored, I'll watch again. 7, I really liked it. 8, won't forget this one. 9, definite rewatch. 10, it's a keeper. For me, it's gonna be a 6.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be a 6.
What's 6 again?
If I'm bored, I'll watch it again.
Solid 8, possibly 9.
Pick one.
8.
All right, so it's 8.5. Won't forget this one, but it's a definite rewatch.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go with 8. Won't forget this one, definitely. Pop?
I give it a 9.
Definite rewatch?
Solid 9.
Definite rewatch. Chris?
Here we go. She's gonna shit on it.
No, I'm not actually. I'm actually for its contribution to film in general.
I thought she was going lower as a 4. I thought she was going to say 4.
I would actually give it an 8.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Wow. So shit on me.
So Jay's the asshole.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the asshole this time.
I do think that it is super important to film history. It is one of those movies that we do study
Yeah.
because
See, I didn't know that.
Incredible.
That they study it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Film school.
Film school is literally
I watch-
watching movies.
Yeah, I watched Citizen Kane.
Well, hell, I've been going to film school for years.
Exactly. So
When do you think I watched Glengarry and Glenn Ross? We watched it out in school.
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
If you've ever wanted to hear Jack Lemmon say cocksucker.
Anyway, all right. So I'm a 6. Mark's an 8. Pop's a 9, and Carissa's an 8. All right, guys, so there you have it. That was our deep, twisted, drug-fueled dive into Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Now fuck off, I got pills.
Hang on.
Join us next week.
And on a lighter note, guys, we love the support. We love the comments you're leaving us. We love the suggestions. Please like, comment, and subscribe on all platforms where we are available. And on a more local note, go Birds!
Go Bird! All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. We love you. Take care. See you next week.
Bad waves of paranoia, madness, fear and loathing. Intolerable vibrations in this place. Get out. The weasels were closing in. I could smell the ugly brutes.